Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin charts and we're going to see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to simply cover all of the different possibilities. And towards the end of the video, I will try to cover the overall macro structure of the Bitcoin market as well. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel and for those of you who love trading and love giveaways, I like to give back to my trading affiliates, so I do monthly giveaways in my free community Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description below this video. And all you have to do to be entered for my giveaways is join my free Discord server, sign up at the Blowfin exchange right here, and you can find a link to that in the description below this video as well. Then you have to deposit funds into your futures account and then just simply start trading, and that's it. And at the end of each month, I simply pick 1 to 3 winners out of all of my affiliates who trade on a regular basis. Right now, the giveaway for May is going to be, as you guys can see here, it's going to be $500 in USDT. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin here on the charts. Now, here's the thing, all right? On the 4-hour chart here, we can clearly see we are trading within, or we were trading within this midterm triangle here. And as you guys can clearly see, we are literally on the verge right now of breaking right through that. Now, here's the thing, all right? We are also trading underneath the moving average on the Bollinger Bands, which, as many of you know who do use Bollinger Bands, when we are trading underneath the moving average on the Bollinger Bands, we are pretty much losing momentum and we are kind of in a downtrend. All right, as you guys can clearly see here in this downtrend right here, whole downtrend, we're moving right underneath the moving average on the Bollinger Bands here. All right, so I have a fear that that is going to be what happens here as well. All right, it's all going to depend on if we end up breaking through this this triangle right here or not. And if we do end up breaking through this triangle, we are going to be looking for 61,570 or around that range for major midterm support. Okay, now if that doesn't hold, we are going to zoom out to the daily chart here, and if that does not hold, we will be looking down to this next layer of support down here, kind of at the bottom of this big bullish flag that we are in on the macro, which would be right around, I don't know, right around this area. So probably right around like 59,200 to 58,900, somewhere around there. But the other thing to keep in mind here is, you guys, is we have this giant gap down here that needs to be filled as well. Now, will that end up filling? I have no idea. I can't see the future, but we have to keep it in mind just in case, okay? Because we do have a big substantial gap down here that, technically, it doesn't need to be filled, but it could be filled, all right? So you got to keep an eye out for that and keep looking out for that as well, all right? Now, as you guys can see here, also on the daily chart, we are also trending underneath the moving average of the Bollinger Bands here as well. As you guys can clearly see here, we failed to break it in this upside that we had in the last few days, which is not good. So that tells us that momentum is still pretty much bullshit. It kind of sucks, but oh well, it is what it is. We just have to take what's in front of us and, work with it, all right? So overall here, bullish scenario. A bullish scenario here would be for us to get a, go back to the 4-hour chart. A bullish scenario here for us would be to either bounce off of this bottom trend line on the triangle here and bounce back to the upside and pass through this resistance level here of 64,500 and break through, and then hopefully eventually break out through this top layer here. But we're going to have to see some crazy momentum for that to be happening, all right? As of right now, as you guys can clearly see, RSI is way oversold as well. But when we go ahead and take a look at the daily chart, the RSI is not, it's kind of neutral, kind of not. Technically, realistically, I would think that if we do end up continuing to drop through this triangle here, my guess is we would end up, dropping down into this gap down here to get Bitcoin into oversold territory, like way oversold territory on the RSI, okay? So we have to keep in mind with that as well, all right? So a bullish scenario, obviously, bounce off of here, go up, go through this, the top layer of this triangle here and continue upward momentum all the way up, and then hopefully be trading above the moving average here on the Bollinger Bands. All right. Bearish scenario, again, as I was saying, we break right through here, it's going to be pretty bearish. We break right through this triangle, we're probably going to test this out at 61,570, and if we end up breaking that, we will be testing things way down here. Okay, so it's important to keep in mind to keep an eye on these levels and to keep watching your patterns and all that good stuff. Okay, guys. Now, if any of you guys have any questions about anything that I mentioned here, please go ahead and reach out to me in the comments section. I love helping people. I love answering questions. So if you got them, feel free to ask. Other than that, guys, before I go ahead and wrap this up, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button below this video, and leave a comment below on your thoughts on where you personally think the price is going to go. And with that said, guys, for those of you who watched this whole video, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos.